Wow. The guide mentions the big fish right in front of me is super tasty. Wow! Look at this, very long fish. A swordfish. Guys, seeing this sight actually pretty much make me feel refreshed. Well, we have come to Goa on the west coast of India, and right now we are at one of the beaches called the Banaulim Beach. It's not hard to see that that the beach is very, very extensive, and you look to my left is basically the Arabian Sea. There are also quite a number of activities that I observed. Okay, so basically you can see the people swimming. There are also, I believe, shops and restaurants on my right. And I believe there are also boats in front. I'm wondering, are they used for the fishermen or not? Are they used for the fishermen, like going to...
Yeah, there's fish.
Okay.
This fish starting with the fish.
Oh! Guys, I saw something interesting. Do you notice that there is actually a Russian language for this sign? Okay. Well, I heard hearsay from my guide lah. Okay. Basically, Russian food are being served over here. Okay. Basically, of course there are stray dogs over here. Just need to be careful a bit. If you're wondering what is the temperature here right now, well, I can say that it's very, very similar to back in my hometown in Singapore. That's about 32 or 33 degrees Celsius. And moreover, okay, the climate is also quite humid. So very, very similar back in Singapore. Oh yeah, you see in front, is it a net catching fishes?
They are fishes.
Wow!
The local fishes.
Hey, I want to see what the local fish if there is. In front, a pretty cool sight to see. There is a team of guys who is pulling back a very, very long and big fish net. You can imagine it's all the way until there. Okay, very near to the shop. And you can see where the net stretches are all the way until some distance into the sea already. So it'll be very interesting to see what's the catch. I can see part of the catch already, okay, but my advice, don't go too near to it because right in front of me is jellyfish. Be very careful not to touch it. Following the ship that's right in front of me, okay, you can see that there's actually a very, very big haul of jellyfish. But I'm wondering if there are any other fishes that are being collected. The people behind me, okay, they are actually keeping the spirits very high as they pull the net, and of course you'll be very excited to see what the catch of the day is. You can also see the lifeguards are on duty, okay, as an important personnel. And you can also see that there are the red flags right in front of me, indicating the wind direction or weather conditions are okay to swim. Okay, not to forget there are also people who are sunbathing, I suppose. Guys, it's incredible. Wow, there are like so many jellyfish around as the wave crash the coast. But there are still quite a number of people still swimming in the sea. I believe I have to be very careful. Don't step on the jellyfish. You see there's a pretty interesting creature over here. A crab. Oh, I also do see other small creatures swimming around. Behind me is one of the private properties, and I guess whoever bought this property must be feeling very lucky because he or she will have direct access to the beach and can see the sunset literally almost every day. You can also see coconut trees behind me. Well, this is typical of in tropical areas, which very similar to Singapore also have all the coconut trees. So I think it's really common that people, the locals over here, pluck the coconut and then go and make a coconut juice. Right now, while there may not be too many visitors at the beach, that may well change when on the week of beginning 20 October 2025, if Ronaldo were to really arrive in Goa, I believe this place will be flooded with visitors and flooded with tourists. Guys, I have a clearer idea of how the net is. You can see that the nearer end is over here, where my palm is facing, and the further end is all the way there. So you can see that they are going to close up the net, pull the net towards the shore, and see whether we got any fishes. You can see the team of people are already closing up the area of the net that surrounds the sea. Well, you can see there are so many jellyfish right here. Guys, I can already see a small fish being caught by the net in between the two jellyfish at the bottom. And I'm starting to see more small fishes being caught also by the net. You can see that there's a lot of coordination in terms of the steps, especially when the team is pulling the net back. So you can see that my guide, right, is holding a small fish. Okay, this is one of the catches from the Arabian Sea. Okay, yeah, thanks for showing. Some observation on how the pulling back of a net works. So basically, if you look at one of the wooden, look like one log, right? Okay, but it's thin. Okay, one person actually stands on each side of the net, as the team is basically moving backwards. So I believe the steps will need to be coordinated. Okay, as I'm already starting to see some small fishes being caught. You can see that the small log is being reused at a specific part of the net. Okay, so you can see that one guy is tying up the small log and they form a pair, and this pair start to move backwards. So once they finish this to the end, okay, they untie the small log and go to the front, go to the sea, okay, form up a pair and keep pulling the net backwards. Guys, one of the catches from the sea, you can see that a small crab is in front and it looks very sharp. Guys, you see straight ahead, I believe that you can also already see that there are some small fishes that are jumping. Getting excited to see what the catch of the day is. Oh my god! Oh my god! Look at that! Look at this! Look at this! This is insane, man! Insane! So many small fishes! Can you believe it? I can already see part of a net and there are already a lot of small fishes. They are struggling. And even on the shore, you can see how excited the locals are. Enjoying the catch of the day. Goodness! Look at the catch over there. There are just so many small fishes being caught in the mini nets. And you can also see the local crowd very, very excited. Look at the catch. Don't tell me there's going to be even more when the net is being pulled back. Okay, this is a sample of a fish that's struggling. Okay, there are many of these. You can see that the locals, they get ready a plastic bag and a basket, getting ready the catch of the day, putting the fishes in the basket. You can see that the area of the net is shrinking closer and closer. As you can see, more and more fishes are being trapped. You can literally see the fishes are flying, jumping from at the surface of the sea to avoid being caught. Careful, careful! Oh, look at the fish! Oh my. Very easy to catch if you want. You can also see that when it's sunset, you can see that there are crows or scavengers They are hovering around where the net is. Perhaps that they want to eat the small fish also. They'll just dive into the surface of the sea and go and grab a fish and eat. Look at some of the fishes they are in. They all want to go back to the sea. These are what some of the locals they actually do. That they're trying to bring the fish to the shore. Just like what this lady has just done. So that when the fish struggle and the child is very happy, and go and put it in a makeshift pond, as you can see. What is predominantly jellyfish at the initial stage of pulling back the net is now being converted into more and more small fishes being caught. So you can see that the locals are very excited. They quickly grab the fishes, put them into plastic bags or baskets. Likely go to eat them for dinner, or if not, the rest go to the market to sell. Careful, careful. Well, you can already see that there are quite a number of small fishes. Well, I believe the leader is coordinating the team to keep pulling the net back, but shouts off. Guys, the pulling back of the net is almost over. As you can see, there are quite a number of small fishes being pulled back to shore. Well, you can see there's an insane catch of small fishes.
Yeah, big fishes. This one. Big.
Wow, look at this.
This way.
Wow.
Water. That's the big fish.
There are also big fish being caught, as you can see. Wow.
Go back.
Guys, you can see that there's actually a very big fish being caught among most of them being small fishes. This big fish right here. Look at the catch that they have for today. It's incredible. There is also another big fish being caught in the net. Okay, you're surrounded now with the small fishes like getting out of the net and struggling on the shore also. Quite another batch coming, guys. Crazy, a lot. What these guys are doing is that I believe they are shouting coordinated changes of pull in local language a few times before taking a rest, letting the seawater drain back into shore, while catching mostly those small fishes, but not to forget that there are also big fishes being caught. Guys, you can see that even cuttlefish is being caught. If you see in translucent purple, maybe not just one, but I saw another one also. There's also one big fish being caught in the middle. And you can see some other fishes also. You can see that there are a few fish that are actually yellow color in body, and these kind of fishes are pretty popular. The guide mentions the big fish right in front of me is super tasty. This is what happens post-catch phase. It's actually the marketing phase. So right behind me that they are already selling the small fishes mostly to the public to see, okay, how much do we want to sell the fish for? Look at their catch of the day. They are organizing the fishes into baskets. Wow! Look at this, very long fish. A swordfish. You can tell that the local crowd behind me, they are very happy with the catch of the day. There are millions or tons of small fishes being caught, and hope that they can actually make a very good profit from selling these fishes as they sustain their livelihoods. You can see that cash is involved. They are already selling the fishes. Well, this is such a crazy phenomenon that I observe based on a large crowd behind me. Okay, it is easily a few hundreds in strength. So this is a very, very massive team effort as we enjoy the sunset right behind me at the west coast of India. Look at the vehicle right in front of me. On top of the vehicle, you can see that there are two people. Okay, they are going to transfer the carts of fish from the ground onto the vehicle, and the vehicle is bound for the market to sell these fishes.